Namaste, this is Trish from Trigger Design, and today we have a very special guest. He's an exceptional singer and he's made a mark for himself in the world of Nepali music with over 8 million views in YouTube for his famous track Haw Timi. He's captivated the hearts of a million, and I'm one of them. And so let's say hello to our special guest, Prashant Ezekiel Rai.
Hello, everyone. Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm so glad he's there.
I
So
really
obviously we
appreciate
said Haw Timi, right? So do you want to tell us how you came up with this remarkable track and who were involved in it?
It was nothing like, just a thought. Actually, before that, I had already wrote two of the Nepali songs, and it was both in 4/4 time signature. And I just wanted to try something mellow in a 3/4, like it's time signatures. And I just thought of that, and I just wanted to write something about the imaginary things. Like you can compare it to anything. Like it shouldn't be a girl always, or it can be a dream, which I've not got it right now, but like you have a plan to get it in future, and you just think about it and you just go happy for a while. So I just wanted to capture that in words, and yeah, slowly it happened. Like first 2-3 days I was like numb, I couldn't write anything. I was just there with the concept, but slowly I just thought like I'll just write Haw Timi, like whatever the song says, like so it started with a question, and then I got it.
And
then
then you
after
got
that,
it.
yeah.
It's like how we mentioned it started with a question. I feel like a little translation of Haw Timi is who are you?
Yes.
So obviously you already said like what about the do you have an inspiration, and then like inspiration भन्दाखेरि पनि, and then at the same time you said like there's couple of days that you go blank, but when does it come back to you and be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna write, this is my lyrics, say when does it happen?
You never know, but like what I do is once I start with the come up with the concept, I go everywhere with that thought. Even I'm talking with you, back in my head, like the same thing will be going, and you get it anywhere. So, it can be anywhere, any place. It shouldn't be like you'll sit with a guitar and a diary. It'll never be like that. It can come anytime, and you'll be like, okay, yeah, I think this is good, and you go back home and work on it or something like that.
I think that's the difference between a commoner and an artist. Like it doesn't come to us naturally. So obviously, Haw Timi, it's massive. Like 8 million views is not a joke, But then obviously to bring that together, who were the actors, actresses, and who was the remarkable, talented team that brought that together?
I'll start with the song. Like the producer, I did it in Marut Studio. I started there, and it's a very nice studio back there in Darjeeling, and I really love their work. And Chandan Dev, which is very close to me as well. Like, and then I did there, and it was a COVID time. So, and then I used to be in Goa before that, and I went back home, and I just wanted to record that song, and I did it. And after that, I had no idea that I'll make a video, and the actress you've seen in the video, like she's my very good friend, and I just talked to her.
What's her name?
Her name is Narjum Lepcha, and so
Lepcha.
Yeah, she's Lepcha.
I'm mom Lepcha. Yeah.
So and I just saw like in Instagram, like she's back here, and there she was also back in Darjeeling, and I just talked to her like, what if like we make a video, would you help me out in this, because I was just starting that time. I didn't know how to approach people nicely, and I just randomly asked her, and I want to give a big shout out to my Elvin, because he was the one, the guy who have put so much effort behind this Haw Timi. He looked for this video team, and he have worked very hard to make that video out of, because it was a very budget video, and we had to do everything on our own, and Elvin Bhai was like running here and there to get the stuffs and everything, from that to driving everywhere, driving us everywhere, and the locations. So even finding the locations, he have helped me in all the stages of this song. So and the team which I have worked is like Lucid Film. It's a very nice. They also make short films as well,
nice.
And they do it in a very like deep concepts. They like short films. They do it in like those kind of stuff. Yeah. So like that's how it went. Haw Timi.
Wow. I like podcasts like this because when you share conversations like that, see, I had absolutely no idea who Lucid Film was. So now that you've shared it, now I know who they are. Like definitely following them on
Those guys
Instagram.
are very nice. You know, like what I like about them is like they want to do something different. Like you've seen Haw Timi, like it's just not a simple video. Like it has got a very vast concept behind it.
It is. It's quite deep if you think about it. Like,
so
you know,
like,
it's
that's
quite
what
deep.
I like about them. Really.
Yeah. Wow. And then you said Chetanda. So like Darjeeling Mansai, is it just like one recording? What do they do? Like they've got a...
No, I started out from there only, like with my first song called Alkari Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Then even the liked it, and we became more closer each other, and then we started, you know, the first I just went there with one song, and you know, once I completed it, I was like, I don't know what to do now, because I was so like addicted to, you know, this the studio sessions, you know, and I went back home and I have nothing to do, so again I came up with another one, and then I went back, and then slowly
so you built a good relationship with Chetan. Is it Chetan or Chetan?
It's Chandan.
It's Chandan. Sorry. Yeah, Chandan. Oh, okay. So Darjeeling Mansai, is that the only studio that we have, or there are more studios?
There are a lot of studios. One of them, but I suggest the best one is Mall Road.
Mall Road, eh?
Yeah, and there is Angels. I've worked with.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. Like because right now I'm in Hyderabad. I used to be in Hyderabad.
Oh yeah.
So I do it out there only.
Oh,
but back when I was in Darjeeling, I used to go to Mall Road, and one or two songs I've done in Angels as well.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So obviously, I will like now that you know you are a sensation, you know, and then. Obviously, as a you know, like musicians, they need to travel a lot. They need to do gigs. They need to do, you know, like concerts and things like that. How do you cope with that? And you know, like, what's the experience like?
Yeah, to be honest, in the beginning, you know, it was quite tough for me, you know, because the first time I ever did show was like back to back 3 days, so that was my first time, and I had to, you know.
And where was that?
It was back there in our town, Darjeeling, Darjeeling. I did it in Buzz, and then High Spirits in Siliguri, and tomorrow again go to Gantok and perform there.
Oh
and
my
sorry,
God.
it was
one
four.
After the other.
Yeah, one after the other. Sorry, it's 4, and then Kalimpong as well. So like, I was exhausted. My throat was all gone. And then like the beginning was like that, no? So like right now it's simple for me. Like if I get 1 or 2 shows and have some gaps in between, then I can do it easily right now.
But it would be quite strenuous, is it not? Like it would be draining, like mentally and physically, or what do you think?
Yeah. You'll be totally exhausted, and of course, it's not easy.
It's not easy. But
this performing is fine, but then the traveling and all will be like a little bit tough for you.
Right. And then obviously now traveling about, we just said on Darjeeling back to back, and now traveling has come to Australia, you know. So do you want to tell us more about that? What are you doing here in Australia at the moment?
I'm here for a tour actually.
Okay.
So like I'll be probably here. The show is going to happen soon. So I think I'll be here for a couple of months more. Yeah.
Nice.
1 or 2 months more. Like after here, maybe I'll travel to Melbourne, and so after that, back to home.
Oh, back to back, and then back to home. Obviously, coming from our roots, I know our roots in Darjeeling. What do you like? Where do you think like aspiring musicians can go, or like what are your advices for them?
My like even I'm like always trying. Still, I'm trying. Like all you can do is just believe in yourself and in your songs, of course, and keep on doing them, and consistency, like persistency. It's of course the same thing like I've always learned, and the same thing you need to follow. This like you should be. Shouldn't be sad if your one song is not doing that good. I don't know. Because it touches, if it touches 15,000 people's heart, or 1,000 people's heart, or a million people's heart, doesn't matter. You need to work for that 15,000 or 1,000 people, because they are liking your songs, and you need to do it for them. So that's how. Because
that's a good one.
Because you won't get that million views in one day, right? You just come up with one song and you'll get 1 million views. Luckily, it can happen, but not to everyone, right? So. Give it a try. If that's not the one, if that 15 people, just your circle is liking it, write another song for them, and they will give it to others, and if they like it, they'll go on like that. So same thing happened to me. Like now, this 8 million and this thing it didn't happen in one day or 1 or 2 days, right? So just have to wait for that patiently and keep on working. That's it.
But do you reckon our kids from back home, or like, you know, like someone who wants to do like a creative thing back home, they have the opportunity to do it? Like, what are your thoughts on that? And then if they do have, if, like, for example, if you got the opportunity, how did you get the opportunity? How did you come into the music career?
But the biggest opportunity right now is you have a platform, YouTube, Spotify, you know, and because earlier it was not like that, right? You had to sell your albums and everything. So it was quite tough at that time. But right now it's just a click and your video will be uploaded and it'll reach many people. So I think you can do it. You know, right now it's more easier. It's just that you need to believe. It's just not like I want to, like, your main motive shouldn't be like I'll be famous. You know, I want to live a life of celebrity. No, it's not like that. You need to like work on your work. You know, like more on your work. Like you need to focus on your work, not on that publicity and
well said,
yeah.
So it's more about the process than the product at the end.
Yes. So that's what I did. Like I never thought, like, you know, I used to be very shy, first of all, and I never thought, like, you know, I'll go there and I'll talk to people, I'll perform in front of the stage. I never thought about that. I just wanted to. I was a boy who used to just, you know, write. And slowly things changed. One of another, like, my dreams even grew. So, like, that's how it developed. Like, it was not like it was never like I will be famous one day. Not like that. I started. I started with a song, and slowly it's giving me more now. Yeah. And like, I respect that, and I will work more for this.
That's right. It's quite cute, like when extroverted people, like for me, and I'm so vocal, I talk to everyone. Like I think for people like you, artistic, you want to talk to them through your songs and
That's the best we can express through rather than saying.
Right? Yeah. And then with that, obviously, how did you come into the music career, or how were you exposed to music?
So, like, my background was, always music. Like, I've been learning violin from since 5 years old. So, slowly, like, I got into piano, keyboard, like, because it was, like, all around my home, you know, like, my sisters, my brothers, everyone plays. And so, the access was quite easy to me. But the singing thing, I think... I came from the church background because I used to sing in church and everything. And I never thought I would write. But... when I was in class 8, I wrote my first song, and
what was it called?
It was called 3 Words. I used to write in English those days. I used to write in English, and I used to run to my brother and say I've written something, and even he used to appreciate it, and slowly that belief came within me, and. Yeah, but still, like, till the end of the college, I was not confident to, release it or record it.
Interesting,
but this song called Halkari Saira, I wrote it back in 2018, I guess. 18 or 19. And, you know, that song, how I really believe that I will do something with this song.
Wait, so Halkari Saira is your song?
Yeah.
I literally thought it was someone else's, and then you sang it, and then I was like, oh my god, it sounds so good. It's you. So that's your original.
That's my original.
Wow.
The same thing happened. The story I'm going to say right now, it was the same reaction from a friend, you know.
Oh, really?
Like, because I was in Hyderabad, I think, that time, and I was doing my internship or something. I don't remember much, but like I was at room, I just completed that song, and my friend came, and I was like singing that song, like not literally asked him to listen to this or that. I was just on my own corner. I was just singing it, and he was like, "Hey, whose song is that, man? Like, share me." And,
and then you were like, "No, it's mine."
Yeah, I just wrote it. I told him, man, like, he was shocked, and he was telling all the friends, "Hey, come on, see what we have done."
Good.
And I went to Calcutta after that, and there also same thing happened, the same reactions from all my friends, and I built up some confidence on me, and I went back home and I just recorded it.
Oh my god, because Anish showed me like the video, and then he's like, oh yeah, he did it with my friend Monish, and I was like, oh okay, so I literally thought it was a cover. I did not know it was your original
that's
one.
My original. Yeah. That's my debut, in fact.
That is really good. See, I think that was a good milestone for you. I think it was a milestone to really open up to your music career.
Yes. That song really helped me, to know the people who can work in Darjeeling, because through that song I came to know a lot of people, like because all the brothers who are already doing good in music, they all were like talking about talking to me and everything.
It really like touches you and but like you can actually like, oh no, actually this happens in my life type of I can do that all oh, okay, that's really good. So what about your support system? Who has supported you since day one?
Since day one, I would say my brother. His name is Ruben. He's
your own brother?
He's my cousin.
Okay.
And he still works on all the music of my songs.
Oh wow!
He produces, and all arrangement is done by him, mostly. And yeah, he was always there, and of course my friends and family. Yeah, and my brothers, like when I was just in school, like they have supported me financially. Like I used to say them, like I used to just send them the song, like if you like it, sponsor.
Oh.
And then
someone that I know does that in my family. Oh wow, that's really cool. So obviously, tell us the song that you've recently released.
It's called Antariksha Ko Sawari.
Yeah. And what's that about? So what's the inspiration behind that? What's that about? Why that song?
That song I wrote for someone that's a little bit personal to me. I mean, so I really like the girl, okay, and I was just like, she was just like taking a nap, and I was just sitting like this, and that lyrics came to me, like just to watch you is like traveling to space and everything.
Stop it!
and that's how it started. That melody and everything. That first line literally came to me, like Antariksha Ko Sawari. Like so I just wrote that situation, what was happening inside me, and then slowly I worked on it.
Wow. Ironically, I know, and then I think it's a bit like a lot of people can be taken aback by this as well. तर अब हामी दार्जिलिङको मान्छेहरू त्यस्तो मजाले नेपाली शब्दहरू आउँदैन नि माइन्डमा. How do you write your Nepali lyrics?
Depends. Like म चाहिँ like खोजिरहेको हुन्छ, like the words like which can I like next song I'll definitely like if I hear a new word, like I'll keep it with me and like I'll just find a place for it. I'll know the meaning, and sometimes Google helps.
Oh yeah, Google definitely helps. Yeah. I think sometimes it's so funny, but we struggle to like come up with Nepali words and then it doesn't come to us naturally. It's funny because we come from a Nepali background and but I think it's quite like
like you're being in Sydney, like I have been like in contact with so many Nepali people from Nepal, like the words they normally use is very new for me, So
हामीलाई साह्रो पर्छ. हैन गाह्रो पर्छ. Yeah. All right. So about that song, but do you have other releases that you would like to do in future, or is there something that you're cooking in your mind?
Yeah, I have a lot of songs. Maybe like 4 or 5 more songs to be released now. Like it's already ready. And one of the song I want to I was thinking of making a video out here in Australia. So like if I get a chance, I think pretty much I'll work soon and it'll be released.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, I think that was a really productive session. I feel like I got to know so much about the music production back home that obviously I was never exposed to. I don't know if my younger brother was. I think he was. He used to always talk about not used to. He's still alive. He talks a lot about Mall Road Studio.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but thank you so much for coming over. It was a really good session.
Thanks for having me as well. I really appreciate it.
And I wish you all the best for all the tours.
Thank you so much.
Do let us know because we might buy the tickets to just watch you.
Sure.
But before that, do you want to serenade our guests with a lovely track?
Why not? Yeah.
All right, let's go with that.
The song is called Antariksha Ko Sawari. You can get it in all the major platforms. So here you go. Antarikshakai Sawari Gore चाहिँ लाग्छ तिमलाई हेरी बस्दा मलाई संयोगितहरू सक्छु कोर्न तिम्रो मुहार आँखामा सजाई यो शब्दहरूमा भरिने धुन हौ तिमी यो ओठको मुस्कान पछिको कारण पनि तिम्रो आवाजको मूल्य मझै कसले पो बुझ्छ र तिमीलाई पाउने यो जीवनमा हुनु हो पुरा त्यो सपना. Thank you.
Well, I wish. Oh, I don't know which one. All right, this one. The producer tells me this one. I think that was such a soothing song. Like, I feel like, oh my gosh, like if somebody could sing me or write lyrics for me, I would die, I think. But that was great. So thank you so much once again for coming over. All right. Cheers. See you next time.
So वारी गरे चाहिँ लाग्छ तिमीलाई हेरी बस्दा मलाई